Dawn has said, we have to keep this formation. AFC Thames, you know, it's got to be a thing. Zach, fascinating to see how the shape has so clearly suited us. I mean, they're on board. I've meddled, haven't I? The annoying thing about the social feed is most of it is Thames FC related, Ben-Hur related. Didn't ask for any of this. Hello viewers, I'm debating really whether we unsubscribe from Thames FC so I don't have to be persecuted to the Ben-Hur loving that's occurring right now. 17 and 29 in his first season. Back in football, Thames FC sitting second behind City. You've got a game in hand, Ben-Hur currently the top goal scorer, viewers. He didn't win another Manager of the Month, did he? Because I'm not going to be able to handle if he's won 2 of them. No, Klopp and Ancelotti back in business. Thank goodness for that. He's a good-looking lad. Came second in October. Good-looking lad. And then, viewers, so we've had a change of formation, a change of system. That's what it is. It's about time, isn't it? Now, the interesting thing is, I brought in Jesse Waller-Lasson last episode, and he can play out on that side and be more technical and be in those forward areas to maybe score a few more goals for us. And Toby Almiron can do the same thing. So they're both there to play quite similar systems. People question, Ben, you've changed the Christmas tree formation, and why? Why have you done that when you just brought in wingers? Well, good question. So we've changed to this. Little did I know that cousin Brad Carr can play on the left-hand side, can't he? He can play as a winger. He can also play as an inverted winger. So that's what we're going to play him as in this episode particularly. Holmes moves further forward. Cochrane is apparently just a better defender in this area. I don't know how this works really. Logically, these two should be swapping around every game, but we've been playing with them like this recently and been doing rather well. And that brings me to our recent form. January, terrible. February, we're bouncing back. 1-0, 4-0. Marlow was a 1-1. FC Romania beaten 1-0 and Chipstead beaten 3-1. We're back in business, viewers. Things are looking up. Today, Westfield and Tooting and Mitchin. Now, of course, you might remember we played Westfield earlier this season. It was a 3-3 battle. 95 people turned up at Westfield for this one. And, we went down to 9 men. It was carnage. 3-3, as I say. Absolute bedlam. Turner got us some fantastic goals in that one. So it's our chance today to right a wrong. They were bottom of the league last time we played them. Their form has since picked up a little bit. They're now in 16th. And we, in 4th position, are just a point behind Ashford in 2nd. And actually, Bracknell sort of not really pushing away as I thought they would do. So 6 points the gap between the two of us. And of course, we do play them as well later on this season. So let's waste no more further time and let's get into the game. Also today, I know it'll happen soon. I don't know when it'll happen. I just know it will happen. There will be a regen day around this period of time. Unless I've had it and I've missed it. I don't think that's happened. Has it happened? Please don't have happened. Has it happened? No. Okay. So it'll be soonish. I don't know when. Just soonish. I've just had a message come through in the comments that says, in the lower leagues, that's hilarious really, 4-4-2 should be applied. I've just seen the comment come through on my iPad. He's going to be disappointed, or he's going to be loving it. They're playing a 4-4-2, so we'll see, we'll test the theory, won't we? They're playing 4-4-2, we're playing an asymmetric, we're playing that, viewers. So, look, let's talk through it. Emre in goal, Clark, New, Cochrane, no. Hannah at left back, we've got Holmes playing just ahead of them, Belho in the centre, with cousin Brad Carr on the left-hand side, Matsunda, Waller-Lasson, and Hoey up top through the middle. Matsunda's not someone we've really talked about. He's got no acceleration, which is a bit of a concern for me, but brilliant first touch for this level of football, and every time he seems to play for me, does a pretty good job. 5 goals, 4 assists. He's very young still, only 17, so there's a lot resting on him today, but again, he's decent in the role, so we'll see how he does. The centre of midfield is a bit of a concern still, but we've got Harry Lee maybe now to come in and play a part. Or you move cousin Brad Carr in there, you change things up. I'm experimenting a little bit, viewers, at this point in the season. As here we go then. Let's face it, viewers, and I feel like I speak for all of us now. We're only here to see what the match reaction is afterwards, aren't we? That's the main reason to be a part of this series right now. There we are then at Custom House, looking good. Thames 0, Westfield 0. It's a considered start. Considered start. Not a considered vocal from me though. Poor. Sorry everyone. At least this isn't my job. Michael Emery, sweeper keeper, no more Michael Emery, just going for a traditional clearance this time, and the ball breaks eventually the side of Westfield as the ball's headed on, but we do get it back. Holmes back to Hannah, Holmes under the Hannah, you might say. No, sorry viewers, ball forward. Cochrane, that's twice this series, I've done that joke now, and we're only about 7 episodes in. Ball played forward, headed on, Michael Emery. Oh, look at that, I'll tell you what, he's not a sweeper keeper. at this stage, viewers, but he plays like he is one as that ball forward to Hoey is headed on by Hoey, and he might get on that, by the way. Cotton, the touch was big there. Did you think it was happening, viewers? I did. As it's launched forward again. So far, neither side really getting a grip of this game as it goes into Matsunder now, as he goes towards Hoey, who looked a little bit offside to me. Down to Waller-Lassen for his first goal for the club. It's a brilliant save. Hoey's there. It's the post. Waller-Lassen scores. Jesse Waller-Lassen. I saw you in the comment section yesterday as well, my friend. I hope it was actually you in the goals. And it's 1-0. You love to see it. Now we're dancing, viewers. Hoey gets the ball under control. Down to Waller-Lassen, whose shot goes in. It's a brilliant save from Scott in goal. Hoey then hits the shot back in on goal. And Waller-Lassen comes in with some sort of karate-esque kick. You'd love to see it. If he keeps doing that, we might have to get him on some karate lessons. I'm thinking maybe we get him involved in some sort of martial arts. He can fight Jake Paul in the new year. Everyone's doing it. I think by the time the series ends, I'll have had a go. You know, I reckon I'm ready to rumble. Probably show me I like it when my controller vibrates. That's pretty much it. Not like that, you absolute sickos, honestly. Michael Emery, what will he do? He launches one forward. He goes for that pass every time. It's straight back at... Referee's dived. It's quite clear that he's dived. You've given a penalty, haven't you? Yes, you have. Michael, big chance here, mate. Come on, do like the wobbly legs thing. Do the grubble eye if you need to. His arms are all over the place, viewers. He's going for it. It's had no impact. He's dived a little bit too far to his left as well, to the point where it was unnecessary. Half-time's going to be 1-1. Against the side we should be beating. I mean, it's a penalty. I can't really be annoyed about that. We've you know, in terms of actual open play, we've dominated. We have dominated. At half-time then, as it comes in, our XG is pretty good. Their XG flies up because of a penalty. Just remember that, viewers. It's a disgrace. Penalty XG sort of breaks the XG model in Football Manager a little bit, but here we are. I'm going to say I'm not happy. I'm going to thrash my arms and say I'm far from pleased. We should be drawing with these. Like, we should be out of sight. People keep telling me to play 4-4-2. Absolutely not. Tactically, viewers, I'm an expert. Just remember, Thames was supposed to be sort of mid-table, and I've got on rocking it right now in the top 4, top 5. So there's less of that, please. Be respectful of your manager. Do you know what I think it is, viewers? There's far too many. We're a genius side. Far too many Thames FC fans in the chat. Not ready to switch their allegiance yet, which in a way I respect. Regardless though, Thames AFC Thames 2, Westfield 1, David Hoey's 27th goal of the season. He's been so important this year as Belho. Does just lay off to the right hand side? He does indeed. Clark swings the delivery in, and there's Hoey. It's a lovely header. He could be a star for us for a couple of seasons. Really, really like him. Right. See, cruising now. Loving it. They've got a free kick. I wish I hadn't said the word cruising. Ball locked forward, head it back the other way. Just about, as they're on it again though, and it's a case of, are we going to win that back? No, it looks quite promising, but it's not happened as the header forward. Not great. So the change in shape, viewers, why? You might be asking. Well, this is why. Hoey's last man, he's in on goal to make it 3. Right, let me actually explain tactically why. I think in the lower leagues, doing things that nobody else is doing, having tactical fluidity to change things up. Like, we've played the same system pretty much all year. That sort of 4-3-3, 2 wingers. In essence, we are playing that, but I think starting positions in Football Manager are really important, and altering those a little bit, like, it just allows us to be a little bit harder to read for the AI. Basically, that's the way I look at it a little bit. See, Cousin Brad Carr cutting in this side. It's still, for all intents and purposes, playing like an asymmetric formation in this way is still very similar to a 4-3-3, like where players put themselves in positions. Like if you pause it there, right, you've got the 3 midfielders, you've got your full-backs, you've got the 3 across the front line. Like it's still very, very similar when you're attacking, but it's just, again, they're picking up slightly different roles, slightly different positions, and Belhoney scored an absolute screamer. And that's why we've gone for it. Like, I've got the personnel to change it around a little bit. It also gives me the opportunity to try different players. I've got sort of 4 or 5 right wingers we can use now. A couple of guys in behind strikers. Left-sided players get a little bit more play rather than being too narrow or too wide and focusing on the wrong areas. So, again, keeping it pretty similar, but having that fluidity to change it around as and when we need to. And so far, viewers, you've seen the form in recent weeks. It's really, really good. That ball played in. Hoey's gone down there under challenge from Ward. We're going to get our own penalty for diving, so I'm all for it, really. Who's going to step up for this? Cousin Brad Carr? No, Matt Sunder wants it. The 17-year-old Thames Hall of Famer. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful penalty. 3-1. Calmly sends the keeper the wrong way. And, yeah, there we are then. 7th of the season for him. Do you know what? For a 17-year-old to go, I'll have this, against Hoey, who scored like 27 goals this year, you love it. There's a free kick here to be taken by Smith. Now, Emery's usually very good at saving free kicks, as that's hit the bar. But he definitely had it covered, I think. 24 shots, 25 shots, 3.14 is our XG. I'll tell you now, viewers, this is my I played this tactic in all sorts of places. Played it in a save with Real Oviedo about 5 years ago on Twitch. I then had a very similar but different thing with Dortmund playing asymmetric, and they've scored. So it clearly works at all versions of the game. Thank God we've got 3 goals. It's, well, there we are. But in fairness to me, they've had the penalty and that one chance, really, where the ball is just sort of like fed through to him. He beats his man, and the finish is actually pretty good. Michael Emery there just sort of guiding it in. Yeah, just this way, sir. Take a seat. But at full time, we do get the win. Just about, not a 3-3 this time. And the forward players, superb. Really good performances from all of them. Nice to see Jesse Weller-Lasson get himself a goal as well. As well done, lads. Good win for us. Really good win. Awaiting the media reaction. I suspect they're going to be pleased, viewers. I didn't realise how much I'd enjoy this bit. This is not something in FM I really have ever considered. But now, I'm all over it. Comment section. Do you want me to read through these at the end of every game? Because I feel like I want to. These are the people on Patreon. That's what it is. That's what I've concluded. If I could rename these people to Patreon people, that would be brilliant. Jeremy said, we were good today, but Westfield defended like kids. We still need to improve. Speaking of children, Lee Isherwood, that was one to tell the grandkids about. Fantastic game of football. The 8th tier league game versus Westfield. Tell the grandkids about. Children, gather round. Got a few things I'd like to tell you about. Not the war or the COVID crisis of 2020. I want to tell you about when AFC Thames beat Westfield 3-2. And then Derek's come in. Jesus Christ, Derek. I'm embarrassed to be an AFC Thames fan after a cowardly performance. We won 3-2. What do you mean? Derek is fuming. Derek, if you're out there, tweet me. So I can block you. In a way, he has tweeted me on there, hasn't he? It's today. It's literally today. Okay, brilliant news. We've got a Derek. The best player is Derek. Now this, viewers, see, I've been a lower league manager before. This looks great, doesn't it? This looks like, oh God, this is the bit that matters. Let's be real with each other. Yes. He's not terrible. He's not terrible. He's from Canada. Danny Hogg. From Canada, welcome. Right, the 2 best ones then are Hogg and Taylor Page as well, who, yeah, right back. So I've got a left back and a right back who seem all right. Jared Coombs can't run. I want pacey wingers. Have we got any pacey wingers? Rio Abbott, is he any... teamwork's pretty good. Again, physically, none of these boys are at it. And of course, they're a bit younger, so it's fair enough. I'm not expecting them to be amazing already, but it doesn't even seem to be that much to work with. I mean, is any of these ones good? Oh, viewers, this is not looking great, is it? So there they are. So there they all are. It really speaks, if I'm honest, about the quality. Oh, he's quite good. Mikel. I mean, he's got quite a high punching tendency, decent handling, decent reflexes. Again, agility's not too bad. Anticipation, not good. Positioning, not good. Oh, okay, maybe not that good. Kevin Maskell. I kind of want to go through all these. John Christie. Oh, God. Brian Mace doesn't look that good. Brad Jones. Adriano. I mean, it's a great... From Jamaica. Adriano Legister. Brilliant name. I love the fact I've got a player called Adriano. Richard Warrilow as well. Looks, I mean, Dickie Worry. That he could be in there. Bruce Penfold. I mean, we've gone through them all, viewers. Again... I told you this would happen. It's not quite as good as maybe we were hoping. Because I think what you've got to recall, the important thing to remember here is if you look at our actual team, this is what a 5-star player looks like. So you kind of basing it on that. Well, exciting though. Still always nice to have Regen Day or New Gen Day. As cousin Brad Carr's had an offer from Marlow of nothing. So... no, that's not going to be happening, I'm afraid. Right, Tooting and Mitcham United, they're to come. Not just Tooting, viewers, oh no. Tooting and Mitcham. Gosh, Charlton have come in for Brad Carr as well. Well, the fact he's not... they're offering me nothing because he's on a part-time deal. They can't just sign him outright, which is nice. Can't lose cousin Brad Carr. He's too integral. He's played pretty much every game for me this year. So I can ask the Director of Football to sign the recommended players, which is all of them. So, I mean, we will do because we might as well get him in on youth contracts. And just see, like, whether we can incorporate them into a few games in the sort of towards the end of the season. If we're already like confirmed in the playoffs or that automatic spot, which is not looking too likely, then we've got every chance. Staines have come in for cousin Brad Carr. It's a no from me. Ramsgate have actually made an approach to sign Belho because he's not properly contracted. He's a player I probably want to keep around. 7 goals, 7 assists. I'm going to have to offer him a contract as well. I don't really want to do it as a star player. It says he should be a fringe player. We'll do squad. He loves that. Squad player. 150 quid a week, 150 quid a period. He wants 190, 170. I'll give him 190. It's a lot though, isn't it? What are our finances like? I think we're relatively sustainable in this first season. If you look at the finances, 157. It's solid. It's not anything amazing. It's barely going up. It's down a little bit from December. So as long as we stay at this level, I don't take too many risks with contracts. We keep it as it is, really. Keep it quite mellow in terms of not getting in players that are costing me shed loads of money. Kevin Nisbet, I'm talking to you. Then we should be okay. He could net us a bundle if we sell him at the right time. I mean, Cousin Brad Carr is had offers of nothing. Best news ever, said Summer. Blimey. All right then, folks, here we go then. Second game of the episode. Do we change things around? I might give Jesse Wallace a break, bring Toby in on that right-hand side, the new hashtag boys, give him a little bit of an opportunity. So his crossing is actually very, very good. So he could be swinging those balls into Hoey. That's what we want to see. The rest of the side, though, after winning, I'm going to keep exactly the same. Why change your winning formula, viewers? As here we go then. I think Hannah is the slightly better left-back option as well. He's got so much more pace. And 6'3", so a big lad. Wins a lot of headers, I assume. Because he's tall, viewers. Height means nothing in Football Manager. I think Jesse Wallace and Manny are both happy about that. All right, then we are in our famous red kit, becoming more famous. I hope I'm hearing rumours, viewers, that things are looking pretty good around London. People are starting to hear about AFC Thames, so that's what we're looking for. Ball not forward, it's headed on. This is a highlight at the very, very start of the game. We're about 25 seconds in, and we've got a little bit of possession as the ball forward towards Hoey. Oh, the pace of Hoey to get behind the defender there. It's a brilliant challenge. Goodness me. Omar Aaron is out there, though. Can he get the ball into the centre? He can. I said his crossing was decent towards cousin Brad Carr, who can't do anything with it, but a big chance very, very early on. I mean, it wasn't a shot, so, the XG was nothing for that, and that's just happened. Can you assume that was a throw-in that's been counted as XG? If we win this, we might get that little bit close to Bracknell, who are winning their game. But if we win, we go 3 points behind them. And again, we play them. They must have lost the game last time out. And also, big note of worth is that we are currently 9 points ahead of Chertsey, who's in 6th position. The gap, being in the playoffs this season, is something now that I think with the position that we're in, we have to be in come the end of the season. At half-time, it's been very, very boring. I mean, I know what the fans are going to say. I tried to change up the formation. I tried to be a little bit more, exciting. I'm going to encourage them. We've got a half to get this back as Ashford actually leapfrog us as things stand at the moment. I mean, this is a game that you look at where they're in the league, we should probably be winning. We've not had a shot on target yet. Blimey. Right, I'm going to get Mark Mundy on because although Mark Mundy has gone up to 18 finishing, good God, he's getting better, viewers. He's getting better at finishing. We thought it couldn't be possible, but he's so young. He might end up with 20 finishing. You think about it, most players develop like 3 or 4 attributes in every area as they get towards sort of 23, 24. He's probably going to end up with it. Why are there no chances? Jesse Wallace is going to come back on, of course. Got us a goal in the last one. Danny Turner's set pieces. He's going to come on in the centre for Belho, who's maybe having his head turned by transfer rumours, as there's finally a highlight, but it's a throw into them. There's not long left to go in this one. The first game, well, all action. 5 goals in that one, as the ball is cut out by Clark towards... well, no one. It's headed down quite comfortably. Ball in behind. They're in. Done. Oh, is that going to count as well? I thought he was offside, to be honest. But it's going to count. I'm convinced he was offside. Show me it again. I need to see another three-dimensional replay. There's 87 minutes on the clock. It's heartbreak here at Thames. As the ball, let's just see. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch this. No, he's definitely onside. He's just the wrong side of the defender. Knew there. There's not himself. Michael. He's just having to lay down. He's had a long day, viewers. Now what do you do? 4 minutes of added time. I mean... now the system doesn't look like it's as good as it was. I can't really make any changes that have actually got any meaning here either, I realise. I can make everyone more attacking in the final 3.5 minutes. Right, is there going to be anything for us late on? I mean, to be fair, we had 8 shots and none of them on target. Where were they from? Where were the shots from? Are we having shots from it? How do we miss that one? Right, how can I watch it? It must have been a header. It must have been a header from Toby. That can't be real life. No, I want to see a shot, Matt. I want to see that exact highlight. Oh no, the media reaction, viewers. And I don't really mean the media reaction. I mean the fan reaction to this. Oh dear God. Oh no. Just got back from the match. Wish I'd stayed. I do fear that over the course of a 20-year save, I'll read the same things quite often. But Cuba has said we were shocking today. Absolutely disgrace of a result. Isabel said, I don't want to be that person, but Aroma Laren isn't all that. Wow. Whereas Alfie, pleased to see him with his debut. Delighted. Absolutely delighted. And the future of Thames, says Paul. So, a mixed bag, viewers. A mixed bag. We stay around 4th position, though. 6 points behind Bracknell. That's the problem. This was a gimme game. Well, there we are. Not ideal. Our form, though, recently, with the new system, has been really good. I guess you're going to have these games occasionally where it doesn't quite work out. 875 people turned up for that one, I should say. And there's not many games, viewers, left to go. 6 or 7, is it? 7 matches left this season. Of course, we played Bracknell in there. Staines, 3rd position there. They're a pretty big game. Chertsey and Bracknell, that has to be the next episode before South Park, Waltham Abbey, and Hanwell to round the season off. Of course, we're going for those playoffs. The automatic spot not quite over yet, though. And if you enjoyed today's video, please do leave a like on it. If you want to see some more, make sure you subscribe. And we love with care. If you want to mention until next time, I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye. Oh, there's a gap again, for God's sake. It's too late now. You know, we've got to the end of the video, so it's over. And also, before we go, big shout out to Ben Amore, who's got involved with the Supporters Club on Patreon. There's a link in the description if you want to find out more.